Evaluation question 2. How effective is the combination of your main product and ancillary tasks? The combination of my main product and ancillary tasks is very effective, as I believe they are very representative of each other, and I think you can see very similar traits / colour schemes throughout them. As my trailer falls in the drama genre, there are many key elements which are typically used within this genre, which I tried to embed on my poster and magazine as well. So my trailer follows the perspective of two characters, which I've decided to mix up throughout my 3 areas of production. In my trailer, the footage is heavily balanced, as you see the perspectives from both characters. On my poster here, as you can see, to reinforce the title of Divide, I have added a rectangular shape in Photoshop down the middle to make a clear divide between the two characters. I have made my character slightly bigger on my poster to reinforce the traits that his character would have in the trailer. As you can see with my magazine, I only had one person on my magazine, being my co-actor Owen. As you can see from these examples of Batman v Superman editions of Empire, because the film follows two perspectives of the two different characters, they are two separate issues within the same month, with one character on each. I tried to embed this here as I only wanted one of us on the magazine opposed to the poster, as I feel if I had both of us on the magazine as well as the poster, they will look very similar, and there's not a lot of experimentation I could have done with it. So I felt it was important to just have one, which would maybe push forward the thought that he was the main character out of the two. In terms of my magazine and poster, I think the combination here is very easily spotted due to the inclusion of similar fonts. As you can see on Divide, labelled in the middle of my poster, it is nearly very similar to on my poster. As you can see, Divide there in a very similar font with the lines above, which obviously make them very linked and a very good combination in my genre. Trailer to my magazine cover. I feel as if audiences would struggle to link them. Due to my trailer falling into the drama genre, I think a trailer is very much linked to the genre. This is where you demonstrate which genre you would fall in. With the audience feedback I received, I mainly did this through the score and the majority of my shots being close-ups to show facial expressions of my characters. But if you compare this to my magazine here, I really don't think it's clear compared to my trailer what genre this film would be, which is being marketed. I think a magazine mainly focuses on the key image and the masthead. As you can see, the masthead is kind of the key point on my magazine. The big bold white text in a bold font. The font I used here was the lemon/milk regular. I think this is the key point to a magazine. I don't think it really falls on genre. I think it falls on like the marketing, which would be a key point to my magazine. Similar to Empire here, they have the same kind of masthead in either red or white. Every issue, it's something which is unique to them. Talking about the combination between the two, I think the only key points which are similar are the fact that Owen stars very heavily throughout the trailer and is the main focus of the magazine cover. However, the combination between, I really tried to focus on the key conventions of a drama trailer as well as focusing on the key codes and conventions of a magazine cover, which led me to kind of lack similar traits in both, which would make audiences be able to tell that they are focused on the same film. But if we compare my trailer to my poster, I think there are very key elements here which audiences will be able to spot. They are the kind of same within the same marketing campaign. As you can see at the top of my poster here, I embedded the feature from the director of Beautiful Lie. This is also a title screen in my trailer, as you can see here. As well as that, the title divide is very demonstrated here on the trailer due to the difference in size of models, the mise-en-scène of myself demonstrating quite a large watch and a necklace, demonstrating the wealth, which is a character trait of his, and the character that Owen plays on the left-hand side of the poster here, he's a slightly poorer, broken down character, which was also a trait which I tried to divide between the two, kind of hid behind the black border I did in the middle to represent the divide, like the cowardly pose position of him on the poster also reinforces those character traits I tried to demonstrate, which I think you can see in the trailer. As you can see here in these scenes which Owen stars in, I think there are more traits within the trailer and the poster which are very noticeable compared to the magazine. My magazine and poster next to each other here, the key combination between the two is obviously the my model Owen being present on both my magazine and poster. However, the combination here, I tried to establish a key difference between his presence on both pages. As you can see on my magazine cover here, Owen kind of strikes a more confident, striving position and facial expression as he kind of owns the magazine. He isn't sharing it with me. As you can see on the poster, there's more of a cowardly, more soft approach. The lighting's also very different. As you can see, I use the equipment available at college, try and get a high key lit picture of Owen for my magazine to make him the main focus and to kind of strive, light off him, power, to show that he is capable of being the main character in the film. I think he kind of owns the magazine as well. As you can see on the poster here, he's kind of cowardly. He doesn't stand out compared to me and the reviews surrounding him. Also, the title divide present both on my magazine and poster, both of this very similar font, being Lemon/Milk regular and Beavis New regular. I decided to separate them and not use the same font because I think it's very unique to the poster. The font, it is the thing that stands out to audiences to maybe convince them to go and see the film or read further on. With my magazine, divide was just to announce the film title on a magazine cover, which is quite typical, as you can see here, of Empire and Total Film.